I'm looking to the right. So we're going to wait. And then what you hear is the active warning control of letting us know that there's a vehicle coming. We are using our backup camera. We're looking left and right. Cover the brake. We want to back up slow. These are very tight, small areas. Oh my goodness. So I'm just looking left and right. And I want to roll down. Now, if I want to back up to the right, I turn my wheel to the right. And I've got to really look behind me. I don't want to hit a car. Ooh, this is really tight. And then I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the left. And maneuverability is so important. And now I'm going to turn my wheel. All right. And now, okay, drive. So this is a good time for a lesson. We want to be middle right side of the street. We're in North America, so we drive on the right. They drive on the left in the UK, Australia, and India. And then we're coming up to the end of the block. So we're going to see a regulatory sign to the right, which is a stop sign that got knocked down. They knocked the stop sign down. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have a complete stop. And then now what we're doing, we're going to look left and right. We're going to roll forward. They knocked down the sign, guys. So I'm going to roll out. And then when it's clear, I'm going to go turn in the nearest lane. That was crazy. They knocked down the sign. All right. So we're in the nearest lane. We're going to gradually build up speed. And we want to take our time. We're going to crash it thoroughfare. All countries, all states, all regions have a main thoroughfare that will take you from suburban areas to downtown. You want to learn those particular nuances, such as the city bus. There are cameras there to watch in their blind spots. We want to learn to not rely on city transportation. You have to get your license. So this is a reminder. We want to leave early. Fuel in the vehicle, you need to have a job. So we're going to continue rolling forward. And let's talk about pavement markings. We have broken white lines, so we can go to the left or right. We have a yellow line down the middle of the road. This is for left turns only. It's not for through. We're going to squeeze our brake. We want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. We're using the IPDE process or the Smith system. We want to leave an out. An out is where you will have space in case a vehicle breaks down. There's a rear end collision where we will have one hit. And if we have space, we will have the second. So you want to leave an out. When the light turns green, you want to look left and right. I'm looking out for pedestrians, cars pulling out from secondary roads. And looking for debris on the ground. You always have to look around in your environment. Always. Speed control is pretty consistent. Next, what I want to see from my students is being consistent. You'll go really slow in the beginning, and that's normal. So you have to hold your foot on the gas pedal gently and steady. you push really hard, you'll go too fast. If you don't push enough, you'll go too slow. So we're coming into a curve. I want to lift my foot so centrifugal force doesn't pull me out. And I'm going to get over one lane to the left. I want to look ahead and go around the curve. And we're now on a one-way. All the signs are facing us. And downtown areas have signs to get traffic in and out. I was confused about the blinker, so I backed off. Now I'm going to squeeze my brake and keep good space. This is a good drill to help us on to read traffic. And you can't be mad at them. That's the wolf pack ahead. Not like in animals, but all those are packs of cars. We're either going to be ahead of the pack or behind the pack. Yes, you will get a lot of your practice from your mom and dad. I can only take you so far, but it takes a community to teach someone how to drive, going around the curve. A lot of you will veer out of the way because you feel the car to the left is going to come in your face. Now we're going to squeeze the brake, and we don't want to run lights like the car ahead of us. It's a real peaceful drive. We want to come up to the stop line. We're scanning intersection, the do not walk sign, now walk sign. We want to go around the curve, take our time, look ahead, be patient. Lifting our foot. And I'm scanning left and right. Also, one thing we're learning is defensive driving. We want to be a safe, defensive driver. Defensive drivers are always aware of their environment. I'm looking ahead. I see this black car. I'm looking ahead. I see the red light. I see the car to the left. Eye movement. Covering my brake. They're cutting over because they don't want to be behind the car. I'm not worried because it's not a race. And they turned. So they did all that for nothing. See how calmer works out? And we're just looking ahead. This is a great morning to drive. The light's red. Next light's yellow. And I'm using the ball of my foot to squeeze my brake. And again, they want to do racing. And you see what happens to them? Karma. That's great. They must be in a crazy hurry. You see this car? That's wild. You saw that black car? Man, they're just darting across everywhere. It is not this serious. So that got my attention. We're going to go ahead and get over, accelerate through. So that is hilarious. That black car to our right is just darting through traffic. No reason at all. What I want you to do is learn from that and not put yourself in that dangerous situation. And we want the educational process to be consistent. I'm going to cover my brake. Late blinker. We're not mad, but it's about learning. And that cars are speeding. They're hitting yellow lights up there. And we are consistent with good speed control, safe following distance. So you're either going to be that person speeding in the morning, getting to where you need to get, or getting a ticket, or getting into an accident, or you're going to be consistent and just enjoying the flow, being smooth, being consistent. I'd rather be smooth and consistent. And we're back up where that black car is to the right. And then we are gradually picking up. I always enjoy learning about driving behavior. And if a car runs a light, they can end up getting clipped. So we don't need all this. But also we're trying to be safe. We're here to educate. We're here to learn. And we're staying consistent. Keeping a good following distance, about 3 seconds. Looking ahead, green light. Looking ahead, there's a red light. We're going to make a lane change to the right for educational purposes. The black car up there is just cutting lanes back and forth. And I'm squeezing my brakes, taking my time. And they're just cutting off traffic. So there's that black car up there to the left. Another teachable moment. And it's not this serious, people. It's a beautiful semi-truck to the left. I put out a short about blind spots for semi-trucks. Definitely need to watch it. We're in the no zone, but we're going to push gas and get out of the no zone of the truck. Woo! That was great. Now we're going to get over, and I accelerate through my lane change. That was the teachable moment. You have a short. We have a master lesson on getting out of the no zones. And we're being safe defensive drivers, staying in an open space, not in vehicles' blind spots. That is good teaching. And that's linking the information together. I'm off the gas again. Don't want to tailgate. And I maintain a good speed. It's like the lanes just open up if you drive consistently. You don't have to push cars to go fast. You don't have to tailgate and be aggressive. If you drive normally and smooth and consistent, everything works. Everything works out. I definitely am a firm believer in that. And I'm watching for pedestrians who are getting by a large shopping mall area, bus stop, fast food. Just taking our time. And then what I'm going to do is make a lane change so I can get in an open lane. I'm just taking my time. There's that black car again. Isn't this hilarious? They did all that incredible driving and we're back right up to them. Crazy. Okay, I'm going to get over one lane to the left. And we don't know their situation. Could be going through an emotional situation, family situation. But we want to be manifesting as a safe, consistent driver. And we're going to squeeze our brakes, take our time, and use the ball of our foot. It's a large truck. We don't share the road alone. We all have it together. We all have responsibility to be safe drivers. The lane to the left will end soon, so I'm just going to lift my foot. It's not this serious, and we're going to roll in right behind this red truck. And now we're going to turn on our left turn signal in a moment. If we cross the white line, that could be a ticketable offense. Looking over my shoulder, getting up to speed. Get over one more lane. We are moving. HTS, Highway Transportation System. I want to keep good following distance. Let's make a lane change. Here we go. They are flying out here, man. So we want to just be consistent with our speed, not overdrive our ability. This big truck is moving, and it just amazes me how people drive. And I'm just here as an observer, and I want you to learn. We want to stay in the left lane. This is for passing. We're moving along, and we want to stay consistent. Trying to keep good speed and good space. We did some tutorials yesterday. Fine. Eventually, when I can, I'm going to get over to the right. It's just a lot of traffic. There's another big semi-truck, gravel truck. We don't want to be near them. There are 4 no zones, left side, right side, front and back. Got some good energy in the morning. So I'm going to lift my foot. And I want to stay in an open spot. I'm judging distance, no blinker. Really dangerous. And now I'm going to get over one lane to the right. Accelerate through. This is a good, solid tutorial because there's a lot of learning going on. And we want to stay safe, stay consistent. I'm holding the wheel pretty firmly. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. And now we're driving smooth again and consistent. It is a bit of a adrenaline rush, I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty fun. But you want to stay consistent around the curve. The wolf pack is behind us. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. And we're trying to stay in an open space. And then once we pass these 2 vehicles, we're going to get back over to the right. There's no sense in being in the left lane unless you have to. Here's our blinker. Get back over. And now we got to readjust our speed. I'm lifting my foot off. We're moving a little fast. And now I got to squeeze my brake. Hey, that's nice. Traffic is moving. I'm not kidding. There's a lot going on. You'll see cars going by. And going around the curve. It's being smooth and easy. I'm holding the wheel firmly but not gripping. Lifting my foot a little bit, keeping a good following distance. And I'm going to get over one lane to the right. I'm going to lift my foot so I don't rear in this car, and just trying to reestablish a safe following distance. You do feel a little claustrophobic. There is a lot of traffic here, people moving, and it does make you feel a little bit panicky. But the space cushion is what's critical. Kind of settle down now. Takes a few minutes to settle down. I have a good following distance, so I don't have to hit my brake. The gray car ahead of us, or silver car, is tailgating. There's the semi truck, so we are adjusting our speed to the flow. Very late signal. We got the edge line to the right. This marks the right, R-I-G-H-T, the right side of the road. I'm going to squeeze my brake again. There are 3 cars ahead of us, then the semi truck. Even though we left early, there's still traffic. And the later it goes in the day, yes, that's correct. In order for you to take your road test, you need to have your TIP, that's your temporary instruction permit. You need to have driven with someone. Okay, I'm going to take my time. There's an accident up ahead. I'm going to squeeze. Looks like we got off right at the correct time. And let's talk about this. We're on a highway, expressway ramp. The cars behind us are traveling at 70 and 80 and 90. We don't want to get rear-ended, so we have to take our time. And want to be smooth. On your road test, you want to check your mirror. You won't get marked down, but if you check your mirror, you show your tester that you're safe and consistent. This is what we're teaching. And I'm trying to keep good space. Going up really easy. And again, we're applying the Smith system, leaving it out. So this white Jeep, if a car hits us, we'll be able to have space. If the car breaks down, we can drive around. You must leave yourself in out. O-U-T. Okay, we're going to turn on left turn signal. This is a this is a crossover. Okay, and we're going to cross over the bridge, and then we have to stop. And then this is a one-way. You should be able to see the signs. We have the flock cameras. Pause. Okay, we look, we check, and then we're going to go. There's so much traffic. I cannot believe the flow of the traffic. And then now it's 30 miles an hour. We're taking our time, being aware. And then we have to stop. S-T-O-P. We have a complete stop. And then we're going to make our right turn. All right. Turn on our left turn signal. And then we're getting ready for our road test prep. As you can tell, we set up cones. And then we're going to talk to you a moment about what do you need to do to pass your test. Okay. That was a very intense drive. So let's break it down. This is where we go through the technical, the rules, the regulations. First, I want to talk about safe driving. automatically put on your seatbelt. When you get into the car, put on your seatbelt. Next, what I need you guys to do is maintain speed. If the speed limit is 70, you need to drive at 70. If it's 65, you need to drive at 65. Whatever the speed limit is, drive at that speed. Number 3, maintain a safe following distance, a minimum of 3 seconds. You identify your following distance by picking a stationary object. 1001, 1002, 1003. It could be a stop sign, a yield sign, a house. Number 4, identifies and understands your response appropriately to traffic signs and signals. Stop is stop. 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Number 5, demonstrates proper use of mirrors when stopping. Whenever you stop, you should look in your rear view mirror, just like I'm looking at the camera. You should be able to see right behind me, right there, right? Number 6, understands different capabilities. I put out a short on staying out of the no zones on semi-trucks. What a teachable moment. We saw semi-trucks. There are 4 no zones, left side, right side, front, and back. And when those trucks go on those runaway ramps, we've got to get out of their way. We have to be consistent. Number 7, effectively manages risk. We're keeping good speed. We're keeping good space. We are not tailgating. We are having a safe following distance. We can see to the left. We can see to the right. You can tell I'm different in the morning because it's nice to wake up and then get out and start teaching, because that's what this is about. This is an educational teaching channel to help you obtain your license. And I'm a state certified driving instructor. And I want to really prepare you for you obtaining your license, getting your permit, whether you're 15 or 85 or whatever age you are. You need to sit down and look at these videos, look at the master classes, do a deep dive, because I'm breaking it down. Number 7, demonstrates the ability to select the proper gap. You want to have a space. You never want to pull out in front of a car or truck. If you're making a left turn, you yield, you let traffic go by. Yield to pedestrians. Pedestrians always have the right of way. The first car there is the first car to leave. If 2 cars come together at the same time, the car on the left yields to the car on the right. That's where a lot of people fail, because they don't understand the rules of the right of way. Next, let's talk about expressway. Accelerates up to the proper speed. A lot of you will panic and won't push the gas. Push that gas, accelerate, get up to speed. Next, identifies the proper gap, accelerate, pick up. You don't want to be overdriving or underdriving. Overdriving, you're going too fast. Underdriving, you're going too slow. Both are dangerous. Maintains proper following distance, a minimum of 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. I'll give you a cheat code. It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. If you're going 40, you gotta have 4 car lengths. 55 car lengths. Next, slow down in the deacceleration lane, not the expressway. You don't want to hold up traffic. Traffic is moving really fast. We're on an I-94 corridor. This goes through Michigan, through Illinois, into Indiana. Traffic moves fast. These ramps are short. You got to get to speed instantly. Let's talk about lane changing. Lane changing. Signal, check your mirrors. Signal 100 feet or half a block. Next, turn your head. If you're making a left, I should see you turning left. If you're making a right, I should see you turning right. Gradually moves into the lane. Turn on your blinker. Check your mirror. Turn signal. Blind spot. Get into the lane. Pause. Accelerate and do your next maneuver. Next, let's keep moving. You see me checking mirrors. I see a lot going on around me. All right. Next, what I need you to do is maintain proper speed and following distance. I need you to subscribe. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I've been teaching driver's education, community building, helping people learn how to drive over 24 years. You're going to get value. I'm going to teach you. I want you to join. I want you to feel comfortable in the community so we can help you across the world obtain your license. Join the community, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. We will be going live later this evening and we'll do an interactive class. Bye.